you're a veterinary surgeon.
Yes.
And you earn your living, or have earned your living, looking after animals up and down the country. Yep. What on earth has possessed you to decide to try and break a world record, which I'm sure you're going to do, of riding round the world on a tandem with your partner, Steve, your husband, Steve?
Yeah, when you put it like that.
Right, was this a particular?
But yes, it's I've always liked bikes as well, and if any of my compatriots from university are listening, they would remember me cycling to Edinburgh campus in all weathers, even when I was at uni. So I've always liked bikes. Meeting Steve.
They remember it because you were living in Sussex at the time.
Not quite. They used to try and stop and offer me lifts when it was snowing. They'd be like, "I'm fine."
Okay.
Yeah, so I've always been a bit of an oddball in that respect, but yeah, it's then meeting Steve, it just kind of spiraled out of all proportion, because he was already like a long distance, very accomplished rider, and unfortunately that gave me far too many ideas. And then through my small mishap with work, where I ended up unemployed and knocked down, I think I had too much time on my hands to think about things, and being cooped up at home had the kind of opposite effect on me and gave me massively itchy feet. And it was just before lockdown when the female world record holders came back in on like the second class ferry, and we saw their record and just thought, oh my goodness, that's amazing, they've done this fantastic amazing ride on a tandem, and we kind of went, I think we could go faster.
And you're hoping to go a lot faster, aren't you? Because they did it in 263 days.
Yes, they did.
Beating the previous world record by 7 or 8 days. And you're going to beat it by 76 days or 77 days. Yeah,
so we're aiming for 180. They would still keep their record because Guinness differentiates between male, female, and mixed. So that's quite nice because they're lovely people. They've helped out loads. So they still keep their record, but we would be setting a record that's faster than theirs.
Is that because you can't get time off work?
Oh.
Is that because you can't get the time off work?
No, work's given me the time off. It was one of the conditions of me taking the job. I went to the second interview for the job, and Sarah and Ruth, who my employers, kind of said they were so worried about me because I looked so nervous. They thought I was going to tell them something awful, like I was, got a terminal disease or something. And I came out with, I'm afraid I've got this plan to cycle around the world on a tandem, and it's all in process, and I'd need that time off. And they just went, wow, and they were just so excited. So they kind of instantly agreed to that. But I probably should come back to work and start making money again at some point.
A bit like maternity leave.
Yeah, that's what I say.
But did they say you've only got 180 days off?
No, that was purely my doing. And I think we wanted to make it a hard record. Not saying that the ladies, they did a tremendous job. They're kind of very proficient club cyclists, but they're not as much in the long distance kind of riding as we are. Whereas we've done so much of it, we kind of felt like we could up the bar a bit. And we want, if somebody breaks our record, that's great, but we want them to be really serious about it.
That's fair enough.